It's simply perversion and
I don't know
foolishness.
why you're obsessed with anuses. I'm not interested in anuses.
No. I am telling you, Fry. Eh?
But you're obsessed with
You
anuses.
see, when
I'm
you
not
say
interested
that-
in anuses. I'm interested in men I fall in love with.
When
and
you
not
say-
with anuses. Can't you understand?
No,
It's about love.
no.
There is a way to make an entrance.
This is my destiny.
It was now a conspiracy of witches.
Download Veely today.
For me, it's not enough that my country might offer sanctuary to gay people persecuted by their own governments. I'd like to talk to some of these tyrants, to hear how they try to justify themselves and their prejudices. I'm starting in Uganda, a country that seems to be going backwards in its treatment of gay people. Since 2009, its government has been considering passing a new law which proposes a death penalty for homosexuals. It's ignited a wave of anti-gay feeling and made homosexuality a hot topic here. I've been invited by Kampala's most popular radio breakfast show host to debate the issue.
Stephen Fry here to see Fat Boy. Fat Boy?
Fat Boy.
Fat Boy, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hello.
Hi, good morning, Shanice.
I'm Janice, lovely to meet you.
Yes, Fry.
Yes.
How are you?
And I can't deny I'm feeling a bit nervous about meeting my opponent in the debate, who'd probably prefer if me and my kind were behind bars.
Welcome to Sanyu Breakfast, Stephen Fry.
Thank you, Fat Boy. It's lovely to be here.
Yeah. Also joining us, we're joined by Pastor Solomon Male of Arising for Christ Ministries. He almost needs no introduction. You know him. He's out there very aggressively fighting against the many evils that plague our society. Is that correct?
True.
In a climate where the size of a church congregation equates to its wealth and power, taking a harsh and even graphic view on homosexuality is a surefire way to appear relevant.
Let me start by being very, very clear. Each and every people deserve to be permitted to pursue their destiny. Unfortunately, when we got independence, we somehow along the way lost our values. But if someone is truly traditional, like for instance a man marrying a woman, and a woman getting married to a man and sexual intercourse, the values of good character, where you are honest, where you can be trusted.
Let's not pretend those values came from missionaries in wearing black coats who arrived all the way from Britain and from France and from America, and they brought you a Bible.
Even before they
It was
came,
nothing
we
to
had
do with your
values as
culture.
Uganda.
As all peoples do,
They-
we all have those values, and gay people have them too.
I've come out to tell my brothers, my sisters, my children, what you are indulging in is hurting your life. I've counseled victims who have urinary tract infections, those who have had their penises operated. I've had those who have been condemned, their bowels are condemned, like this young man here. He has been condemned.
I've never heard of any of these preposterous
So,
physical
again,
prolapses you've spoken about. They just don't exist.
Again,
That is the funniest headline I have ever seen.
right, Jen.
I will have to read it out. How
Stephen, just hold on,
bum
please.
shattered my whopper.
Where would a man like this one get
You don't need to go into details.
get a spare penis, get a spare rectum and anus?
When we get
Yeah.
back, we'll be taking
We
your
love
phone
them more
calls.
than
Pastor
these
Male,
people do.
we have to take a break. When we get back, we'll be taking phone calls. Stay tuned. Let's not discuss anatomy.
Sorry, okay.
But for me, that's why I came out.
So we
Yeah,
compromise
they don't
somewhere
have their
in the middle.
license closed down.
Well, we're having a good time. My name is Fatboy here with Sean. Hoping you're enjoying the conversation we're having this morning.
Well, so how did you think that went?
To me, it was fine.
Yeah.
Nothing bad is talked about homosexuality. Very little. But the bulk of it talks about erotic experience, when you indulge in anal sex. But when you start talking to them, you hear very, very sad, painful stories. Young girls who have had what I call urinary incontinence.
Yes.
Bladders have been damaged because they use all sorts of gadgets, including dildos, including carrots. And look at the penis penetrating the anus, where it was never meant to penetrate.
But why are you concentrating on homosexuals there? Because most sodomy, most anal intercourse takes place between men and women.
It doesn't matter. Homosexuality is not a person. It is the act. There's nothing like someone was born a gay, someone was born a lesbian.
But I was born
You
different.
were born with a penis.
Yes.
And a woman is born with a vagina.
Yes.
The penis is supposed to penetrate the vagina, not the anus.
So you say?
It's simply perversion
I
and
don't know why
foolishness.
you're obsessed with anuses. I'm not interested in anuses.
No. I am telling you, fry. Eh?
But you're obsessed with
You see,
anuses.
when
I'm
you
not
say
interested
that-
in anuses. I'm interested in men I fall in love with.
When
and
you
not
say-
with anuses. Can't you understand?
No,
It's about love.
No.
You are
It's
so base and
not
materialistic.
love. But when your
It
penis
love.
is sterilizing
my
someone-
penis isn't. My penis doesn't do that.
Rupturing
I'm
the
not
anus.
interested in sodomy and buggery. I am not interested.
No.
So forget about it.
Fry.
You're just
Fry.
so perverted.
Fry.
All you care about is penises and vaginas and anuses.
Can you listen
You're
to me?
so sick.
Can you listen to me?
I have been, and it's been
You
a
say you
real
were born
lesson.
gay.
Yeah.
You say you were born.
Yeah.
Were you able to recognize that on the day you were born?
Of course I didn't. That's a joke.
Now, why are you lying that you were born gay?
I wasn't. Oh,
When did you first have homosexuality intercourse?
I've never had it.
In your life?
Never.
You've
Most
never-
gays don't. You're obsessed with it. That's what I keep telling you. All you can think of is anal sex.
So you've
I'm not
never,
interested in it.
Wait. You've never had a partner?
Yes. But we use fellatio and mutual masturbation and intercrural sex, such as the Greeks did, but not penetrating the arsehole.
no, but-
You're the one who's obsessed with penetrating the arsehole.
No.
Your obsession with sodomy, it says something very peculiar about you, if I may say so. It's quite extraordinary.
No, but,
the most peculiar thing.
You are not using your penis the way you should have used it.
Oh, it's not up to you to tell me how to use
And
my
third-
penis. My penis was there to give me pleasure.
And
Under the
mate-
cloak of caring, you have designated homosexuality to be a vicious, perverted disease that causes all kinds of bizarre anal and vaginal and penile...
No.
You know, you have this all
Homosexuality
you've
is not a
discussed about.
disease.
Well,
It's
no.
not a disease.
Well,
it's an addiction. There's a difference
It's not
between
an
a
addiction.
disease.
Okay.
You learn it and then you get addicted to it. I know what these people do.
These people.
I know what these people do. They are the homosexuals. What they do.
Oh, you are so...
Marley's attitude towards gay people makes the prospect of a law that would execute us chillingly real. It would be easy to write off Marley as some sort of fanatic, but preaching that homosexuality is a curable dysfunction has dangerous consequences. I'm on my way to meet Stosh Mugisha, a lesbian who was raped when she was just 14 by a farmhand who believed that this would cure her. It's a phenomenon known as corrective rape, and it's affecting lesbians all across Africa. Stosh is one of the few brave enough to share her story.
There was a man who used to work at home driving tractors. He would find me touching girls' pussies and all that. He said, I want to show you how to play with boys. And then this guy grabs me, I was putting on shorts, and he tore it and he penetrated me with his penis. And it didn't take long. This guy just got out of me and I was bleeding. I just cried and this guy kept telling me, that's how you have to play with boys and all that. I was sad and I don't know what happened later, but I found myself sleeping and crying in my sleep. When my grandmom came around, I told her Saddam forced me, he was called Saddam, forced his penis into me. He's like, but you always play with them football. Man, you chose to. And they left it just like that. It even got worse later when they discovered I was pregnant.
So this
Yeah.
one single rape
Yes.
made you pregnant?
Yes. I didn't even know the word rape by
Yes.
then.
Really?
They took me to the hospital, they injected me.
So they forced an abortion?
Yes, 1996. Went for a checkup and I found I was positive with HIV and AIDS.
And this was the only sexual act that could have possibly...
Yes.
The only thing that could have given it to you was that this single,
Exact,
brief,
yes.
hideous rape
Yeah.
when you were a young girl of 14.
Yeah. You know, I had nothing, I had no say. I couldn't say anything, I couldn't... But it kept, you know, like hurting me, you know, like... These people really think that I could just lie there. I had never met a man. I'd never slept with a man. I'm sorry.
No, please don't be sorry.
I'm telling you the truth, I tried so hard to commit suicide.
I'm not surprised.
Because there are very, very many things I weren't aware of.
Yeah.
But I knew that someone can kill themselves.
Your life encapsulates almost every detail of the gay experience in Uganda. But you are a shining example and an amazing inspiration, and I hope anybody watching this will be as taken with you and as fond of you as I've become very quickly. How traumatized would a child be to be raped in order to cure them of their inner feelings, which is just insane, makes no sense whatsoever. And in that act, impregnates her with a child and with HIV. It's almost beyond the realms of the gloomiest fiction you could imagine. To meet someone who can live through it is really extraordinary. This is where the grotesque figures like Pastor Marley stop being funny, because it's their rhetoric that builds up to this kind of thing. It really is.
Right now, HIV rates are soaring all across Uganda, but the mind-boggling thing about the proposed anti-homosexuality bill is that gay people are now afraid to ask for treatment. A gay support group called Icebreakers has had to step into the breach and open a clinic. But in doing so, it's attracted the wrath of a senior government minister who's behaving as if the bill is already law.
The Minister for Ethics and Integrity, that's Ethics and Integrity, Simon Nakodo, said he intends investigating the clinic for promoting homosexuality. If we find out that it's the clinic relating to promoting the culture which doesn't conform to our morals as a country, we shall instantly ban and close it, he told IRN Plus News. These people, LGBTI, are doing their operations undercover. It's not easy to track them. However, we shall not allow any social gathering, association, infrastructure, or any activities that exist to promote homosexuality, he said. It seems such a pity.
Lukodo's agreed to meet me before I leave Uganda, and I'll be keen to challenge him about his behavior, including his threat to jail people who don't report gays to the authorities. In this sort of climate, it's little wonder that Icebreakers' whereabouts is a closely guarded secret.
There they are. Do you see them with the suits?
Yeah.
Here. Turn right in here.
Turn right here, that's it. Security clearly matters. Hey.
Nice to meet you.
Hello, how are you? Oh, nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
So this is your clinic. This is
Icebreakers.
Icebreakers.
This Icebreakers. The research center, it has a clinic and everything all in one gate.
And I noticed you've got this gate and it's secret, basically. You try not to let the government know about it.
No, there's no post, just everyone thinks it's a home.
So you rely on a network of LGBTI people to inform each other that there is this place if they want rapid testing or they want advice on sexual health and things like that.
Yes, that's what you do. It's a network. It's kind of underground, but everyone knows exactly where to find us.
The bill, as it stands, you have 24 hours to report somebody being gay, and if you don't, you can have a huge fine or imprisonment. If this got passed into law, you would apparently be breaking the law.
It has become a challenge to us, because if they say that it's a law for me to go and report that this one is a homosexual, then that means they have to change our laws.
As a medical practitioner,
exactly,
you've taken
because we
an
have
oath.
to keep confidentiality of each and every one.
I was reading a quotation from Nakodo, the Minister of Integrity and Ethics, in big inverted commas, and he said that he had heard of you and that he thought that you were there to promote homosexuality and his intention was to close you down.
Yeah, we don't think they'll really come out because there's nothing illegal we are doing.
No.
But maybe just to prove a point of defiance, they can come and raid us, and we can't resist them because they're more powerful than us. But soon they'll get tired on clapping down on us. We aren't going to stop.
It's fantastically brave.
Yeah, we're just beginning. We won't stop.
While the health aspect of Icebreaker's work has become increasingly crucial, its other function as a safe space for young gay people is now more important than ever.